Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to Lexa Tarot. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're watching this after the live stream, you too can be part of the Ask and I Answer series live stream that I do via Super Chat. I also do free 5-minute mini readings on my channel live as well. And all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts, and then you too can be part of these sessions on the live stream. That being said, welcome to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just look down below in the description box as well as in the chat. All my information is there. And let me review some important information before I start. Alrighty. For those of you who are joining, welcome. For my current subscribers, welcome. For the new subscribers or visitors, welcome. Just so you know, this is not a free reading. It is a $15 USD super chat only. I'm answering open-ended questions, and I have added those open-ended questions down below in the description box as well as in the chat. And let's review some important information before we begin. Again, this is not a free reading. Okay, it is a $15 USD super chat only. One open-ended question. You ask and I answer. Please note that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Some example questions are as follows. For example, what do I need to know about? Now it could be a situation. Okay, so you just type in your super chat the situation, or it could be about a person. If it is a person, I don't need their full name. I only need their first name or their initial. Another question that you can ask, okay? How can I move blank forward? So this could be an area of your life. This could be connected to a specific connection. How can I move blah, 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 and I's connection forward or relationship forward? But it could also be a specific area of your life. For example, career. It could be any other area, love, career. Okay, you get the point. The next question, open-ended question I have here is how can I climb the ladder of success a lot quicker, or how can I overcome the obstacles that I am going through right now at this moment in time? You get the picture there, okay? Another question that you can ask is for improvement, right? How can I improve? And then you state the situation. So it could be, how can I improve my connection with my partner? How can I improve my connection with my husband? How can I improve my connection with my wife, my spouse, my partner, my siblings, my parents, my coworkers, my staff? This could be anything, anyone. It could also be anything as well. It could be a specific aspect of your life as well. Another question that I have here on the example is how can I fill in the blank for that? What's potentially unfolding with, and then you state the situation. You also have what should I watch out for in, either state the situation or obviously If it's a love situation, you can share. Why was I ghosted? Why has my past connection gone MIA in our connection? 1 minute they're here, 1 minute they're not. Basically, it's the same version of ghosting, but I added one there just in case. Added a different question just in case. Why the silence between, now this could be anyone. Why the silence between my partner and I? Why the silence between my best friend and I? Why the silence between whomever it is that you feel that there has been this distance? Okay. So here in the chat, if you take a look, my credentials are there. And yes, I do have credentials as well as my client testimonial. So if you're interested in learning more about me, all that is there in the chat as well as down below in the description box. Please remember that tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. What you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always your power, your responsibility, and your free will. This is not a free reading, no refunds. It's a $15 super chat. Okay. I just noticed, because I just saw it right now, that I didn't add the legal disclaimer, which I will not only add, but I'll also review as well. So I'm here making sure that's there. Give me 1 second while I add that down below. But in the meantime, if you're interested in taking part in this reading, please feel free to do a super chat. And then we will begin. All right. The legal disclaimer is as follows. Please remember that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed medical, financial, or therapeutic advice. Okay. Hello, Monica. Welcome. Thank you so much. Hi, Monica. Welcome. Okay. So, Monica, I see. Okay, so but it's one question, but I get the gist of what that one question is focusing on. Okay. So we're gonna take a look here, Monica. Welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. And let's get more details here. What could the potential outcome be if you agree to meet with us? Okay, so let's see. Welcome, Monica. Thank you so much for stopping by, my dear. And let's see what comes through here in regards to us. Okay. Let's take a look here at what is coming through with us. How are you doing today, Monica? Hopefully all is well. All righty. Let's see what's coming through here in regards to us and you. So what would be the potential outcome if Monica agrees to meet with us? Potential outcome. Now, you know, there's lots of layers here that we need to uncover, but this is just the first layer. Let's see. Oh, actually, hold on a second, because I've been wanting to use my charms. I used them yesterday. Actually, my charms are like, I want to be used. All right, hold on one second. Let me take out the black tourmaline out first. And let's see what comes through. What charms? There's a lot in here. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's full. So what could potentially happen here if Monica agrees to meet with us? What is the potential outcome here if Monica agrees to meet with us? So I'm opening it away from me, and I'm going to do this to see what. Woo! Way too many. All right, so I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to shaky shake here. Actually, no, my guides are saying to use all of it. All right, fine, we'll use all of them. All right, so let's see what came out here. First and foremost, I have the letter U or the letter N. That may be of significance here. We have a heart, and we have, it says, my dog, and a paw. We also have a dog in a circle. I'll talk about what the messages are coming through. I'm just telling you what the charms are. We have the number 9. We have a starfish. We have the rabbit that's like announcing something and looking towards the past or recent past. We have Scorpio, and behind Scorpio it says passionate. We have butterfly, and we also have the owl. Okay. And by the way, this little piece of crystal here is actually pyrite. Okay. Pyrite. All right. So with you, you have the letter U or the letter N. It all depends. So these letters, because they're in script, they could go either way. So there could be here a connection already with U or N. We have a rabbit here announcing something, but it's looking towards the past. So it's coming across as maybe there's this sense of like, I'm getting here like either you or the other person or us. There's this sense of like wanting to sit down and talk about something here. It could be things having to do or connected to a new beginning. Maybe there has been, or they could potentially be here, this sense of, good morning, Briss. How are you, my love? Of growth. We do have here the starfish, which is regeneration. A second, kind of like the feeling of there's someone here definitely who wants a second chance or wants to have a chat. And there may have been growth since the last time. But that, obviously remains to be seen. We'll see what comes through the reading. But there's this new chapter here because I'm getting like someone wanting to talk about, or maybe both of you wanting to talk about some changes that have happened upon reflection, but more as starting off as like friends. We have the dog and the heart. Dogs are about companionship and loyalty. Okay. So having a talk, as friends. I'm not going to lie, there's passion here. You have Scorpio, passionate. Okay. Since your question is asking what will happen potentially if you agree to meet with us, I feel that if you choose to go ahead and have that conversation, I feel it would be favorable to do it around Scorpio season, or that you may choose to do it around Scorpio season, which is October to I'm sorry. Yeah, October to November. So it might be this month. This may be coming in. I do see here the number 9. I feel that this has been either this person has contacted you or has been thinking about contacting you since September. More details need to be seen. Okay, more details. Okay, thank you, Briss. All right, thank you so much for your super. You're right after Monica. I feel that since September, this person has either been thinking about reaching out to you, or because I'm getting, I know you see it as the number 6, but let me turn it around. It is the number 9. Okay. So the number 9, this person has been contacting you or has been thinking about contacting you since September, because I have the number 9 here. There's more details that need to be studied. Okay. There's more information that needs to be shown. All right. And the reason why I'm saying that is obviously because the owl is here. And yes, owls are all about intuition. But remember that owls are also connected with knowledge, education. And you have here the pirate. Now, what's interesting about the pirate is it used to be called fool's gold. Okay. So that I feel here that there's a very big emphasis here on paying attention, that someone doesn't want to like overstep the boundary of friendship and go straight into the passion of the connection, because it's coming through here. And again, just with the charms, it's coming through. So we're going to see how this unfolds. Okay. But already with the charms is saying, listen, if you choose to have a talk, that's fine. There may be talks here about changes, new beginnings. There may be here a sense of wanting to try something again, or wanting to mend, fix, or repair something. So maybe an apology, maybe a sense of epiphany, especially with the starfish, right? And the charms are saying, the energy here, it's like, that's fine, but only as friends. And it's funny, it's not only coming out once, this friendship, but twice, because this right here, let me bring it a little closer, says, heart my dog. So I love my dog, and it has a paw. Okay. So as friends, and it has another dog over here. Remember, dogs about partnership and loyalty and companionship. So as long as both of you, or more you than anything else, because you're the one that's asking the question, as long as you keep really strong boundaries, because there's passion between the both of you. So I'm not going to sit here and I lie and act like there isn't any emotions here. There's something here. Someone is feeling something. Okay. And this could be that difference. One person maybe just wants to be friends, and another person has a lot of passion and lust and sensuality towards the other. So that's another thing here. But there more remains to be seen here. But that's already what's coming through already with the charms. And that's a lot for having to not started in the reading yet. But we'll see. Let me see, Monica. What did you say? You said he contacted me at the end of September. Yeah, there you go. Validation confirmation. Number 9. I don't know, can you see it? Hopefully you can, yeah. The number 9. Okay. September, just like it came out. There could also be something here about an apology as well. So maybe the sit down is to talk about, like I said, mending, fixing, or repairing. Asking for an apology, accepting an apology, talking about things that have changed, mindsets, perspectives. As friends, there is passion there, like I said. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Thank you so much, Press. All right, Monica, let's see. What would happen if Monica were to agree to meet us? Potentially here, potential. Fiery balance. Embrace intense forces. Offset turmoil and stabilize with calm resolve. What did I say? Validation, confirmation on everything that just came through just with the charms alone. What did I say? Scorpio. What did it say in the back? Passionate. I told you. Embrace and what does it say? Embrace intense forces. Offset turmoil. Yeah, to offset the disagreement, the breakup, separation, or whatever may have happened here. Like I said, to set off the turmoil, mending, fixing, repairing, talking about either new boundaries or new epiphanies. Exactly what I was talking about. And wanting to have that discussion here. Okay, there you go. With a calm resolve. See? Like I said, mending, fixing, or repairing. Wow. And like I said, this may have happened in September. There you go. Let's keep unfolding. This person could have been thinking about you a lot with that you. Okay, let's see how the other ones may come out. So potentially here, if you were to speak to S again, like I said, there's this on your end. You need to make sure that there's a boundary here. Like, yeah, we can talk as friends, and that's it. We can discuss mending, fixing, repairing. If there's apology that needs to be exchanged, that's fine. Find out where this person is in regards to their healing, in regards to the epiphany. Okay, what is it that has changed? What is it? Where's their head at? Before you even think about going into the passionate side. Because I'm going to tell you here, what could potentially happen is you could end up in the same type of passion, chemistry, lust situation, and then not get anywhere. So you really need to know where this person's head is at before you even continue to figure out where you may want to take this. They need to prove things are different. Okay. But there's definitely a lot of passion between the both of you. So if you were to have a conversation with this person, it's coming through like, okay, listen, talk as friends, settle the things that need to be settled or discussed. All right. But keep in mind that there's some changes that either need to be spoken about, need to be seen, and you need to see them over time. You need to study the situation. Okay. But there may have been a new epiphany. It could be I'm also getting a unique type of reconnection here. Because if in the past or recent past, the reconnection or the the talking together has always led to some type of lusty passion, that's kind of like the red flag. We need to make sure that the changes are there, that this person is a different person, that you're a different person, because it's not only one-sided. Talk like friends, see what happens, but they're underneath. Just know there's a lot of passion between the both of you. Okay? So until you don't know all the details of this either new beginning or mending, fixing, repairing, or apology, it's best to kind of like just see with time. But it doesn't look bad at all. There's there's this sense here of a lot what came through with the charms coming through with the cards also. Let's see what else is coming through here. Potential. The dream walker, dreams, the collective good, illusions. What did I say? Validation, confirmation, number 2. Well, not number 2. There's like a lot, but the second part of the charms. Making sure that you, let's just say you, are not being swept away by the illusion of something, by the fantasy of something, by the hopes and dreams. Okay? There's this energy here that's, that you're not dreaming up in the clouds. Because, like I said, with Pirate, the Fool's Gold, okay? You got to make sure that whatever is discussed is also proven. What do I mean by proven? If someone says I'm different, then they need to show that they're different. And they're not going to be able to show that they're different in a month. They're not. There needs to be more present. There needs to be some type of consistency present. You see what I'm saying? So again, making sure that you're not swept up by the illusion and the dreams and just seeing the good of the person or the possibilities, looking at the potential with rose-colored glasses, because there may be something here that may not be as it may seem over time. I'm not saying this person is being deceptive. I'm saying, are they willing to, if a person has changed, it's going to be a sustainable thing. It's not going to be something that, number one, they show today, but then 3 months from now, it's back to what they used to do. You see what I'm saying? And I feel that that's the reason here why friend or friendship came out twice. And you saw, I didn't reach in. I just let the charms come out. So just have that in the back of your mind. All right? That yes, if there needs to be a discussion, that's fine, because it's coming through like it's going to happen. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Kaiser. Welcome. Okay. Take a look at the all the information is in the chat, okay, Kaiser? So again, listen, there's nothing wrong with having a chat with someone that you had a connection with, especially if they're the ones that want to, air something out, or maybe again an apology here. But this is saying, don't get too wrapped up in the illusion of something, in the dream of something, until you don't see sustainable evidence. We have the Fool's Gold. This person could say anything. Anything could be momentary. Anything could be, shown in a couple of months. But can it be sustainable forever? A change is something that you've changed. You've changed forever. You're no longer the person that you were before. See the butterfly. The change in the butterfly. The butterfly could never and ever be a caterpillar. But if you have a caterpillar that puts butterfly wings on and acts like it's a butterfly, it's only a matter of time that those wings are not going to be, staying on that caterpillar, because it's a caterpillar, it's not a butterfly. You see what I'm saying? So that's the type of energy that I'm getting here. All right, let's see what else is coming through. What would be the potential? Okay, what would happen if Monica agrees to meet with us? Ooh, that did a little peekaboo. That was okay. The one who becomes, metamorphosis, transcendence, journey, validation, confirmation again on that epiphany. There may be talks here about changes. What has changed? Especially if the person's like, I want us to get back together. Okay, that's fine. That is a desire. I don't have to meet that desire, but I can listen to why do you think that I should? How are you different? What have you fixed, mended, and transformed? What have you learned from our time away? Right? Because I'm totally, I'm the type of person that's like, hey, I don't mind getting back together, right? But how is it different? How are you different? What have you changed? What have you fixed? So I feel that there is here a discussion about this. There could be here, there could be here those talks. It's looking good. It's looking good. It doesn't look shady. And the reason why it doesn't look shady here is because there's this sense of like, just keep in mind that you need to verify. You need to verify what the person is saying, what they're claiming to be now different than it was in the past. You also having a conversation of what you also had an epiphany of, what you choose to be different in as well. But these conversations all coming from the platform of being friends. And if you're going to ask me, well, does S has feelings for me? Yes, he does. There's passion there. 100%. There's passion between him and you and him. Let's see what else is coming through. What would happen if Monica agrees to meet with us? Potentially. Love language of affirmation. Loving words hold great power. Validation, confirmation on what I just said a little while ago. Making sure that the words, remember that I said that with the owl, making sure that the words are being shown with action. That is a sustainable change. That is not just somebody saying something because they want to jump back into this passionate connection. That they've changed, or that they have said, listen, this is what I feel, da 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 da. I'm sorry that I made you feel. I realize now that, if we were to get back together, this is what I would do in order to ensure that that doesn't happen again, or whatever the situation is, whether it's him, whether it's you, whether it's whomever. But like I said, making sure that the words are followed up with actions. So communication is going to be key, which is the reason why the charm of the rabbit announcing came out. Because there needs to be a conversation here. Validation, confirmation. Wow. I'm happy I used I used to use the charms a lot before when I started my channel. But then I stopped. And then I use it sometimes like for the pick a card readings. All right, let's get more. I'm gonna do two more decks, and then I'm gonna give one for advice. All right, so Briss, you are up next, my dear. Let's see what else is coming through. This was really, really insightful. Here, what would happen if Monica agrees to meet up with us? I think there would be closure here because it's coming through as closure. I don't feel like it would lead to more chaos. Yeah, it would be. Listen, the potential here is that there would be a healthy, either a healthy closure. Okay, it would bring some sort of, let me see, tree with key. Yeah, it would unlock. Yep, there we go. Okay, so this, if you were to give us an opportunity again to have a conversation, it would be a healthy way to unlock. Okay, they have the key. Be a healthy way to unlock the deep emotions here of apology, of sympathy, right? Of wow, okay, I understand, especially of apology here. Okay. Being the type of person who, holds the other for accountability, and them to you, you to them. So it looks like it's a healthy way, very healthy here with the tree. It would give us and you the peace of mind, the inner peace, the emotional peace, and the energetic peace here to feel like, okay, we had this conversation and we said all that we needed to say. We took accountability for all the things that we needed to take accountability for. This is not a blame game, but it's about, listen, I realize from our time apart that maybe that I said that out of anger, out of heated emotions or whatever. And it would give both of you an opportunity to mend, fix, or repair the love between each other or your feelings towards each other. So this is looking really, really nice. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through. Yeah. Look at that. Photography. Looking at your picture, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Listen, I wouldn't be first of all, this person has been thinking about you a lot. Like I said before, remember with the number 9, I said it at the top of the reading. This person has been thinking a lot about you in September, or made a sudden move, or made a decision to want to reach out, or whatever it was, September. And that came out first. And then you gave the validation confirmation that, yeah, this person reached out to me in September. There you go. Because this person had been thinking a lot. They missed you. So the feelings are genuine and are valid. Okay. So I don't feel that this is disingenuous at all. What I do want to again reiterate is that how you enter this conversation with this person must be as friends only, because this has a tendency to go into passion, love, passion, and fill in the blanks, wink wink. Okay, this is two people. Look at that fiery balance, embracing intense forces, offset turmoil. See, stabilize the calm resolve. Something needs to be resolved, and that's fine. This looks like yeah, have that conversation. Listen, if this had come out, let's just pretend. If this reading here would come out for me having to do with my ex, right? Let's pretend for a second I would have that conversation with my ex, because it's showing here that there's certain things that need to be resolved, that need to be discussed. So this is looking good. All right, let's jump. Ooh, all right, there you go. That just literally jumped out of the deck. So you have one. And let me grab the other one. Hold on one second. Where's my other one? Oh, here. No. Ah, give me a second. Hold on. Okay. So the first advice here for you is 777, manifested wisdom. Maybe you have been asking, wishing, hoping, desiring that this person comes to their senses. And this is exactly what this opportunity would give. Someone has come to their senses, okay? It says this message finds you in a time of uncertainty. Validation, confirmation, right? Because you're asking, like, should I or shouldn't I? Like, what would happen potentially? I think it would be it's all coming out positive. So again, and you know me, I stick to dropping truths, honey. If I saw that this doesn't look good, I'd be the first one to tell you. But it's looking good. The energy is looking good. It says this message finds you in a time of uncertainty, yet rest assured that you will emerge victorious from any challenges you face. Remember, you possess valuable life experiences and wisdom that can inspire others. Sharing this wisdom will require enthusiasm and effort, but it will make a meaningful impact. What that's telling me there is, in this potential conversation, you need to be very clear about what your intentions are going into this conversation. My intention is to listen to whatever it is that you want to say, because he's the one that wants to have the meetup again, right? So I am open to listen to what you have to say and listen to what the person has to say, and have your critical thinking questions in your back pocket to make sure that you gain the information needed in order for you to make the wise decision. Hence the owl, wise, wisdom. Last but not least, let's take a look at the last one. Last one. Briss, you are up next. And oh, Kaiser. Hello, Kaiser. Thank you so much. Ooh, ooh. There we go. Thank you so much, Kaiser. All right. So you have here cunning. Listen carefully, because this is about you not falling into the passionate side of this situation, okay? This conversation. It says you're being called to disguise yourself skillfully. The reason why it's saying that is because there is a lot of passion between you and this person and you. And this could easily go in the direction of going back to lust and passion and not working on what needs to be worked on. So, like I've said a million times, making sure that the conversation stays as friends and that you have a very focused intention on going in. Now, am I saying that you don't like to act like you don't care? No, you can, share your emotions and feelings, but be very firm and have a very healthy boundary, because passion may override your intelligence, and passion may override this whole entire opportunity to get the information that you need to understand from that other person's point of view. Okay. So this is what this is talking about. Like a fox hiding its true intentions in plain sight, the fox's cunning lies in its the fox's cunning lies in its soft exterior while plotting in the shadows. Use careful tactics to keep your actions unnoticed. Holding strong and firm boundaries so it doesn't end up back to passion, 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 and then nothing gets fixed. And then this person gets what they want, which is that connection, lustful, passionate moment, but without the having to do the work. Okay. Monica, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and your support. I greatly appreciate it. I hope that this has given clarity to your question. I mean, talk about validation confirmation just coming through with the charms. That was like really interesting. Yeah, thank you so much. So good luck on that conversation. I do feel that it's going to happen. It may happen around that Scorpio, the beginning of that Scorpio season, which I want to say is coming up. So congratulations on someone realizing, not you, but like us realizing like, hello, I need to clear the air. So far so good. All right, Monica, thank you so much. Up next, we have Briss, and then after Briss, we have Kaiser. I want to thank each and every one of you who are here, who are watching. Welcome. This is a you ask and I answer type of reading. It is a super chat. I do have example questions above. So if you are interested in, like, you have a question, it has to be open-ended so that we could get as much clarity and detail as I can channel for you, focusing on that specific question, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me put this back. So if you are interested, so far we have Monica. I just finished with Monica. Again, thank you so much, Monica, for stopping by. And I wish you the best of luck, my love. We have Briss, and after Briss, we have Kaiser. So chances are I'll do only one more person after Kaiser, and then I'm going to wrap up the readings. So if you are kind of on the fence of whether you should or you shouldn't, you have a little bit of time here to think about it. But once I get to Kaiser, I will be ending the readings for the you ask and I. What is it? You ask and I answer. I wrote the title and I forgot. All right. There we go. Okay, we're gonna jump into Briss's question, which I don't know what it is yet, but I'm just putting all the cards away first. All right. So I'm gonna place these back in here along with the black tourmaline. There's more in here. This is a bag full. Like, it has so many charms. And I will be using the charms because I used them last night. I had the same you ask and I answer session. I had about like 4 or 5 people last night. And I used the charms and it was like really telling. All right, Briss, let's see what's coming through. All right, so Briss Pisces. What's unfolded between me and Daniel Cancer? Okay, let's see what the potential unfolding could be here between Briss and Daniel, who's a Cancer. Oh, both of you are water signs. Briss, do you know what's your Venus? Do you know what your Venus is? All right, so I'm opening it up. All right, and let's see what comes through. Woo! That was a lot. But there's always a reason why they come out. So let's see. A lot came through. All right, so let's unfold. What is unfolding here? I have a lot of signs. It's so funny because I just asked you, what's your Venus? And all this came through. All right, no worries. No worries. All right. So what do we have here? Ooh, okay. Two dolphins with a ball. Very interesting. Let me see something here. Huh. It does. It's a heart. I keep hearing heart, heart, heart. I'm like, there aren't any hearts here. But yeah, if you there are. See, my guides, they just know. They know before I know. Hmm. Very interesting. Okay. So let's begin here. First and foremost here, Briss, you have Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Gemini. Okay. Aries is a fire sign. Okay. So behind Aries, it says courageous. You have Capricorn, an earth sign that says ambitious. You have Aquarius, which is an air sign, and that says friendly, which makes sense with the two dolphins here because it's coming across as like playful. But I'll explain what I mean by that. You also have Gemini, intelligent. So there could be something very much connected to either Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Gemini season. Okay. Maybe when you guys met, I don't know. All right. But that could be related. Another thing that's coming through here is what's unfolding within this connection is something very different than what either you may have encountered or what Daniel may have encountered. Okay. I do have the letter M here. That may be significant. It's either initial or initial of a name, middle name, last name. Um, we'll leave it up in the air. Think it may come to me while I'm unfolding your message. You have two. Um, Let me bring them up so you could see them. These are the cutest little thing. I kept hearing heart, and I was like, there aren't any hearts here. But if you place the two dolphins together, it does create a heart here. You see that? I don't know if you could see it. Hopefully you can. I'm going to try to come as close as I can to the camera. The two dolphins have balls. Okay, so the two dolphins have balls here. So the two dolphins having balls. Okay, that sounds weird. Okay, you know what I mean. The two dolphins here are playful. So I do feel that what's unfolding here, it's not something that's casual, but it's something that's like you guys are like friends, or there's a friendship factor here that is very like it feels good. It's good. It's like not only could we be lovers, but we could be friends. And that's a very, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you this because it's true as the sun is hot. Okay. You can have a connection, you can have chemistry with someone, right? But being friends, and I'm not saying being friend zoned, I'm saying like looking at your partner as being your best friend is like super important because it does create that type of energy between the connection where you can come to each other. It's not just about the passion, the lust, the sex, the all that. It's about us hanging out together. So it feels good. Companionship. I'm going to say like a dog, but not in a, not in a bad way. I'm saying like dogs are really good companions, right? No matter what you do to the dog, even if you punish them because they chewed your brand new leather shoes, you may reprimand them, but they don't stop loving you because you reprimanded them. You see what I'm saying? It's just a figurative way of how I'm seeing it clairvoyantly. So there's something that's a very deep here within this connection that is very unique. It can transform here into something more than what you came in expecting and what Daniel may have come in expecting. Okay? Where if both of you were kind of like, oh, yeah, we'll just be friends, it may be developing into something more. Okay? Now, I'm getting here this, the tree of life, but I'm also here getting something having to do with family. So there's some type of connection here, whether it's that with time, both of you will introduce each other to the family. That may be a very big milestone. That is going to give you more information here as well in regards to how this connection could unfold, or the potential, right? Or what's unfolding. That's going to be super important. That's how you're going to know if this is something that is moving along into a brand new beginning, into something more serious. Okay? Because no one just brings someone that they care about to their family just because. They don't. They bring them to their family, friends, loved ones, children, because they see more than just friendship. But there's a bond here. That's why these dolphins are here. Okay? You have the number 0 here. And I know it may seem like, what, 0? But if you know anything about tarot, 0 is connected to the Fool card in tarot. And the Fool card is all about making new moves, having a new love opportunity, taking a leap of faith, moving into the next chapter. So, and by the way, I have the letter M. Like I said, there could be some type of initial or connection here connected with the letter M. Okay. Now let's talk about courageous, because courageous is coming across as this energy that is very much connected to the 0. It does take a lot of courage and bravery to jump out and get out of the comfort zone, because it may feel really, really good as friends and as companions, and that's wonderful. But once you jump into the next milestone, which would be exclusivity, or maybe jump into the next milestone, which is being more, even more exclusive, like being known as a couple or as two people that are together, where either and I would say let him choose if he wants to if he lets you see his family and introduce his family, then you introduce yours. Okay? Because we'll see how serious he may be about the whole thing, right? But there is a level of bravery and courage that it takes to bring someone that you are, really liking, to be around your family. Okay? Friendly, that's where the dolphins are here, because I do feel that you both enjoy, and it's not just one person, you both enjoy each other's company, which is really great. Because there's a friendly type of, we can hang out and do nothing. We can sit on the couch and just watch Netflix and just eat junk food, and it's still a great date. And we can also go out and have a wonderful time in a 5-star restaurant and have a great time. Like, no matter what, there's this sense of like good companionship, which is really, really, really good. Okay? So that is what could be potentially unfolding here. Now, here's the thing. Ambition. Where is this person's head? Where do they want to go? What is their goal within the connection? That is something here that would need to be discussed, right? Because if we're talking about a new beginning with this butterfly, a new cycle, someone here needs to be, and I'm not saying someone, I'm saying like he needs to be sure that this is where he wants to go. He has to make the move and say, listen, I'm ready to have this connection go from friends to something more. Okay? You may be feeling that already, but is he? And so there's the sense here of making sure that if you are, or if he is, if both of you start talking about the exclusivity topic, you need to understand where your focus goals are. What is the end goal? Like, what is your ultimate goal? Let me just pretend here for a second. One of you feels like marriage would be the ultimate goal because you want to get married and live happily ever after with your partner. Sounds wonderful. But maybe a partnership and a connection may not be marriage for the other person. Maybe to them is living together for the rest of their life with their partner. So it's understanding each other's end goal. Like, what is a healthy, loving, unconditional, long-term relationship look, both to you and to the other person? So that's where ambition comes in. Okay, are we both going to work towards that goal that we mutually have? Because if one person thinks that marriage is the ultimate goal and the other person is like, I don't believe in marriage, then that's a very different, that's a huge disconnect. The end goal may be the same, but the person who wants to get married and the person who doesn't want to get married, it's going to be a huge wedge because there's no in between there. You see what I'm saying? It's either black or white. So usually for people who are like, oh yeah, gray areas, I'm like, there's some things in life that aren't gray areas. Another gray area, another thing that's not a gray area is children. One person may want more children. If they already have children, they may want more children. If they have children, they may not want to have any more children. You could be with someone, or whomever could be like, I don't want to have kids. My happily ever after is just being with my partner and just not married and just living the dream and being able to travel the world. And that is what I view as my goal. So again, understanding each other's goals is super important because that's going to allow both of you to pivot into taking a risk into the connection that could be unfolding here. Intelligence. Yes, it's wonderful to feel the butterflies in the stomach. Okay. The birds chirping, the flowers, feel this woo, being swept away. Wonderful. I'm totally for it. Trust me, I'm a Taurus and Venus. My Venus is in Gemini though, but but Venus does rule my sun sign. Okay, so I am a romantic. But it's funny because I'm a romantic, but my Gemini is in Venus, so I'm a like down to earth, logical, rational, analytical romantic. I'm what's called a sapiosexual person who's really more interested about a person's intelligence and our deep conversations and things like that. So it's very different, which is the reason why I was asking about your Venus. But intelligent here, having those intelligent, critical thinking conversations are going to be super important because that's how you're going to get to the bottom of where both of you are wanting to unfold this connection. So a lot has come through here with these charms. Now we're going to jump into the reading. Kaiser, you're up next. No worries. I haven't forgotten about you, so don't go anywhere. But let's see what's coming through for you, Briss, okay? So, wow, lots came through there with those charms. I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like your Venus is somewhere in here, or his Venus is somewhere in here in these charms. Like the representation, Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Gemini. And the letter M, I don't know what that's about, but again, it could be an initial. Interesting. I'm hearing March. There could be a very big, wow. Oh, wow. That makes sense. You see, I told you, give me time and it'll unfold. There may be another connection here with initials. I don't know, but you're going to let me know that later. But I'm getting here March. And what's interesting is that March is in 2026. And I want to say March is the beginning of the astrological calendar, which starts with Aries. So there may be something coming up, unfolding for the both of you around Aries season. Interesting. And then it came up twice too, because Aries came up. There's something of importance here that has to do with the letter M. And I'm getting March. So my guys just said March. Aside from, this could be very much connected to some type of initials or name, or the name of something or whatever. I don't know. But March is the beginning of the astrological calendar, which starts with Aries. Now, I know there are two zodiacs that are in the month of March, but the beginning is the beginning of the astrological calendar is in Aries. There may be something here. If, by the way, these things need to be discussed. So if you're thinking about what's unfolding, these conversations need to happen. Okay? So that certain moves are made by the time March rolls around. Ooh, something flipped over. Actually, two things flipped over. Bingo. Wow. Very, very interesting. I love to do these readings. You have no idea. I love it when you guys give me questions, because it's like, ooh, let's see. Well, listen, what's unfolding? Someone has a dream here. Both of you, one of you has dreams. You're dreaming, wishing, hoping that this connection elevates to another level. Not only was I talking about Aries before, Aries is a fire sign. We have it again, fire sign with Leo. Okay, or this just representing that fire sign of Aries. The one who dreams, escape, dreams, fantasy. Okay, whatever it is that you dream, what your dreams are in connection to your partnership, in connection to what your, wait, let me explain this, right? Because it's like I'm getting a ton of information really fast, and I need to slow it down. Okay. What you're dreaming, hoping, wishing, desiring, and what Daniel is wishing, hoping, dreaming, and desiring needs to be discussed. Because we need to see, are our dreams, goals, and trajectory, are we on the same boat, or are we completely off the mark? One person may, and I already had this conversation when you just 2 seconds ago. This is the same thing. Okay? A conversation needs to be had for sure. Just saying. Once it unfolds, you already know. The one who sees. This is super important for two things. Number one, I'm going to talk about what's coming through first, and then I'm going to talk about what the card says. But what's coming through first is confidence. What do I mean by confidence? I don't mean being egotistical, self-centered, and prideful. I mean knowing what you have to offer and what you bring to the table. And Daniel also feeling confident on what he can bring to the table. And you having an open conversation about what those dreams, fantasies are. Because what happens is, if that conversation is not being had, there could be one or two people who are assuming that both people are on the same page, but yet haven't had that conversation. And I'm talking about deep conversation. I'm talking about, listen, we don't have time to be wasting. You know, my biological clock is ticking. Or, you know what, my dreams and focus is on this. And we need to have this talk, because I want to know, do we have shared ideas? Maybe Daniel wants to travel the whole entire world. I don't know. Do you? Right? So there needs to be a discussion so that both of you are not assuming. And you both have to be confident enough to be bringing to the table what your strengths are, as well as bringing to the table where are your areas of development. Okay? Because that's important too. Okay? That's super important. You don't want two people that are strong on the same, only on the same things, and weak or need development on, whoops, sorry. Hold on one second because I can't. Or areas of development. Listen, you need that yin yang energy. Okay? I just turned on the light over here for my phone because I was like, I can't see anything at all. I can't even see if you guys can see this. So it's super important to feel confident. Why? Because if you're not confident in what you bring to the table, you may be scared to have the conversation because you may fear that if you are too honest, then you're going to lose this person. And what I can tell you about that is that's not the way to go. You should have the conversations even if you lose the person, because if you lose someone by being honest, it's better to know now than it is 2 years from now. It's better to know when things are starting than 2 years from now, because if we're not on the same page, why are we even together? You're wasting my time, I'm wasting your time. You see? So there's that sense here of being very focused on having that confidence. Okay. I'm not afraid to have those meaningful conversations. If someone is scared on a date that I am asking critical thinking questions because of my Gemini and Venus, yes, I do want to know. And how are you going to show that evidence? And let's see what happens. Then they're not the right person. You only lose losers. That's it. You're only going to lose someone who's not on the same page with you. Someone who's on the same page is not, you're not going to lose them. They're going to be like, oh yeah, finally, finally someone with substance, someone who knows what they can bring to the table. And that's what I'm getting here. Okay. So very, very interesting. Let's see what else is coming through. So only through observation are you going to know. Only with time, see the butterfly? Only with time are you going to know. You need to go through seasons with someone. You need to go through the highs and the lows, but also keeping in mind that if you are going to date, you date with intention. Maybe this person is not thinking about dating with intention. That's a super big question. Intuitive friends, once you start dating, what's your intention? Is it casual? Is it you're looking for a lifetime partner? Is it like, let's see where it goes? Because I'm not into these people who are like, I'll see where it goes. No, 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 no. You don't get into your car and go, oh, let's see where the car is going to take me. No, you have a plan. You turn on your GPS and you're like, listen, I'm going to work, or I'm going to the supermarket, or I'm going here, I'm going there. You see? Lobster, financial pinch. When these conversations take place, it is super important to talk about the finances. One of the questions that people don't like to talk about because that gets a little heavy duty. But what do I mean by finances? I mean career. I mean, listen, is this person in the career that they really want to, or are they planning to go into another career at some point, right? Are they happy? Are they satisfied at their job? Are they doing something that they feel passionate for? So when and if this connection unfolds, it's super important to talk about your values, okay? And take note on the values that are different. Because financial pinch may not only just be talking about the finances, it may be talking about something of value here that may create a little bit of uncomfortability between the both of you as you explore and unfold. You have here fan, romance, celebration, party. Like I said, there's a friendship here, there's a bond, but there's also a lot of, romance. There's someone that you guys like each other. So I don't have any questions on that. I can see that. There may be here, potentially here, having those important conversations and having clarity of those conversations. There may be here a celebration of moving up in the connection, more a sense of formality or exclusivity. Okay. There may be an invitation here having to do with like, come with me to my fill in the blanks party or family gathering. So if there is a big family celebration and you're invited, that's already giving energy here of someone who's willing to put something forward here, some type of action. This says claw, be careful. Do not take risks. What this is talking about is be careful if you are going to take a risk without understanding the information or the conversations. For example, making an informed choice. Do not take a risk in anything having to do with a connection unless you are fully informed and have had conversations that connect to the things that are important to you and that are important to Daniel. So it's both of you. Camel. It says persevere and you will overcome your problems. So this is looking really good. This is looking like, okay, as long as you both don't fall into this, pride and ego, okay, making sure that when you do have disagreements, it doesn't lead into this ego and pride situation. It does look like this is a really good potential here of unfolding, as long as both of you are understanding where each other are and how you are developing and blooming and blossoming. Those conversations need to take place in order for that clarity to come through. And once it does, it's going to show you how invested or intentional this person is in regards to this connection. All right, I'm going to take 2 more decks and then I'm going to give you advice. I think there's a lot that's come through here in this reading and a lot that has been validation, confirmation. Camel also here, I'm getting travel. Okay, so I'm getting something about trips or travel. All right, look, romance. You see what I'm saying? Romance and rejection. Now, this is what this is talking about. Again, romance is here. So there is this romantic energy between the both of you. This is beautiful. Here with rejection, making sure that when those conversations are taking place, okay, that although there may be disagreements where you're not going to agree on everything, okay? So, kind of like spoiler alert, right? You're not going to agree on everything. He's not going to agree on anything. But not taking the disagreement as rejection, okay? Unless, right? Not taking it into like your point is being dismissed or you're being rejected or something like that. Now, if someone does not have the same vision, and it's not the same vision, it's the same goal, right? So one person is thinking about having children and getting married. Another person is like, I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids, or vice versa, however that those may intertwine. There's this energy here of understanding that, you got to be realistic, right? Because those are points that cannot be a gray area. Same thing about location. Where do you see yourself permanently living? Do you ever think about wanting to move at some point? Is that something that you see in the near future? How about, and this is a good one, okay? This one happened to me actually. Okay, if you were being offered, or if Daniel is being offered a position in another city, state, country, or state, how do you feel about moving? Who would move? Would we move? There you go. That's another point of contention there too. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful messages. All right, last one, and then I'm going to give you some advice. So this is looking good. The potentiality is looking good. Again, as long as these conversations are being held, obviously respectfully, but also being honest and open about where you see things going and where you really want to head towards. All right, Kaiser, you're up next, my love, okay? Let's see what's coming through here. Risk. Oh, we have here codependency. Making sure that we're not in a runner-chaser dynamic. Making sure that if we're not getting the answers that give us clarity, that we're able to move in the direction and be able to say, hey, listen, you know what? This may not be working out because I want children, you don't want children. So we're going to eventually have a situation here where we're going to bump heads, right? But sometimes people stay in the connection because they don't want to lose the person. And then this is where it gets all convoluted and complicated with time. Or it could be something like, well, you know what? I don't want to move. I want to be close to my family and my friends. I want to live in the city, town, state that I'm in because I can have access to, my core foundation. And maybe another person's like, well, listen, I love my core foundation, but that's why, airplanes and cars and buses and trains were made. I could come visit anytime. Maybe one person is very close to their family, another person, could care less. Sometimes people then, okay, fine, I'm just gonna, not do this because I don't want to lose a person. That's codependency, right? So this is coming through here to be very focused on that. Look at that, the unfolding. After all the kinks are taken care of, everything is sorted out, this could have a potential, like I said at the top of the reading, with this family tree, with the tree of life. There could be here a potentiality for something very serious, marriage, engagement, okay, the new beginning, like I said, with the butterfly, the taking the leap of faith, right? Informed, of course, having the right information in order to do so. But there you go. I mean, talk about validation confirmation from the top of the reading all the way to the end. All right. So now let's give you some advice here. This is looking good. It's looking good as long as, again, we understand where each other is here in regards to our dreams, hopes, and goals. Okay? All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you and what else is coming through for Daniel, I want to say. Yeah. So what's this advice is for you, Briss. Actually, we did that unfolding. Let me give you some advice here. What's coming through for you? I want to read what you may have written. I think you wrote some stuff there, but I can't look right now. I'll look in a minute though. Advice. You have here spiritual awakening, new beginning, personal growth. You see, I told you there's something about this connection that's unique or that's different. And there's going to be here some sense of like growth. Listen, one of you, both of you, it could be, you guys are going to grow in this connection if you allow yourselves to not be resistant to change. And if you're super duper honest with each other about what your end result is or your goals. It says you're entering a new phase in your spiritual journey. While it may feel like a dark night of the soul, maybe a little bit confused, kind of questioning everything here, right? Know that this is part of your awakening. You are on the path to enlightenment, and this challenging period will soon pass. Trust in the process of growth. I just talked about that. The butterfly, okay? And 0, the Fool card in tarot, okay? So there you go. It says you are on the path to enlightenment, and this is a challenging period. This challenging period will soon pass. Trust in the process of growth and transformation. Okay, so there you have it. All right, validation confirmation there from one, and let's see what the other one says here for you. Last but not least, and we have here cunning. Oh, interesting. This came out in the last reading too. You're being called to disguise yourself skillfully, like a fox, hiding its true intentions in plain sight. The fox's cunning lies in its soft exterior while plotting in the shadows. Use careful tactics to keep your actions unnoticed. What I'm getting here with this has a lot to do with this card over here. Okay, which by the way is so funny because I forgot to talk about it, which is true. It says observe, perceive, and scrutinize. Okay, there's a sense of observation here that needs to happen along the way. So, not placing your head in the sand and saying, okay, well, you know what, I don't want to have those conversations, or, no, it's just be honest, be true, share, and observe. Is this person matching their words with their actions? And if they are, and if they're showing that there is a sense of evolving, epiphany, change, things are matching up, words and action, consistency and effort, well, this is great. You're watching because deep down inside, you are vetting, right? You are intentionally dating here. And so you are, in a way, observing the behaviors. You're observing the patterns. You're observing, did this person just say what they said because it sounded good and they know what my goal is and they just want to string me along? Or is this person saying what they're saying because they truly believe it and their actions, effort, and consistency is showing that this is true? That's what that's talking about. Briss, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank you so much for your super today. I greatly appreciate it. Up next, we have Kaiser. But before I jump into Kaiser's reading, again, for those of you who are interested in taking part in the super, please feel free to do so. Just so you know, it is a $15 USD super chat. So if you would like more clarity and more information about anything that you have on your mind, feel free to take a look at the examples, because I did put examples above in the chat as well as in, oh, by the way, I forgot, I got to read, wait, Briss, what did you write here? Briss wrote, I don't know, both of his last name. Oh, wow. Both of the last names start with M. I see it. Yes, it does. It feels good. His company and all. There you go. The two dolphins, I bet. Yes, it is. Oh, your birthday's in March. Look at that. Wow, a lot of validation confirmation came through the charms. So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for the validation confirmation as well. All right. Up next, we have Kaiser. But before I jump into Kaiser's reading, intuitive friends, if you are interested, now is the time. Once I finish with Kaiser's reading, I will be closing the super chat. So you have until then. And if not, I'm just going to close it for today. And of course, I'll be back during the week. I do have a very busy work week. All right. You guys know I'm a professor. And so guess what? There's a lot that I need to do this week. But I've given you guys a lot of content also. So take a look at that on the channel. Okay. I gave you guys a really good pickle card yesterday. Another one is coming up during the week for the singles. So if you are single, that's coming up for you. You got the October readings. You have the couple readings, the single readings. You guys going to have a pickle card coming up. We have new connections readings. There's a lot coming through. Just, again, if you can drop a rose in the comment section when you watch those readings, I would be greatly appreciative. All right, so let's see. Kaiser. Welcome, Kaiser. Thank you so much for your super. All right, so Kaiser, you have, what does Erica Pisces truly want from me, Scorpio, and this connection? All right, so basically we're looking at intentions here. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what comes through, Kaiser. Thank you again. And hello, welcome back. We'll get to the nitty gritty of this connection between you and Erica. And let's see what unfolds here. I'm going to be using the charms as you've been watching. They've been 100% head on, like hitting the nail on the head here. Let me tell you. Let's see what comes through for you. Okay. Oh, I have the, I don't know. Is the, wait, hold on. Hold on a second. I just want to take the, is my, oh yeah, it is. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Taking out the black tourmaline out there. Okay, boom. Close. Let's see what comes through. Kaiser, Erica. What does Erica truly want from Kaiser in this connection? All right, so I'm going to open. You see, no trickery here. I'm going to put my hand here and let's see what falls through. Okay. Let's see if we could get a little bit more. The more, the better. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I see a mask there. Okay. So let's take a look, Kaiser, at what's come through first, okay? And we'll see how this may resonate with the rest of the reading. All right. What? Oh, this is a bird, okay. And that's from the black tourmaline. Let me move that out the way. All right, so what do we have here? We have this, the steering of a boat. I just want to explain what we have, and then I'm going to give you the messages. We have the boat steering. We have a starfish. Let me bring it around like that so you could see. Hopefully you're able, well, hold on a second. I think I have an idea. I'll put him on here. And then yeah, I think I should get like a black card or something so that you can see it better. I think that's a good idea. All right. So I'm going to go here, no order of preference, just calling out what came through. The letter G has come through here. So there may be something connected, nickname, initial, maybe even a loved one who has crossed over with the letter G. I don't know why that came through, but there could be something here connected to that. We have a bird. Now the bird, it seems like they're not in, I mean, obviously they're not in motion. There's this energy here of just kind of like being perched on something, or just kind of being calm, cool, collected. We have a mask. We have Leo, which is interesting because I got the king of the jungle here with Leo, with this crown, because this is a crown. I'm also getting the Hierophant in Tarot as well. And the Hierophant in Tarot is ruled by Taurus. It's about beliefs. The Hierophant in Tarot is about commitment also. It's about belief systems, conformity as well. We have Leo, and Leo, behind Leo, it says generous. Okay. So we have Leo, we have generous. We have a caboose, a train. And we have a starfish, and we have a, it's not an oar. I forgot the name of that, what you steer, the steering wheel of a ship. Okay. So what I'm getting here, first and foremost, with the letter G, again, there could be a nickname and initial. I'm even feeling like someone who may have crossed over, family, maybe long time ago, friends, very much connected to the letter G or the letter J, because I'm also hearing J. So there could be a name that sounds like the letter J, but it may be written with the letter G, or a name that sounds like the letter G, but is written with the letter J. So someone's being very specific here with that. So there could be here some type of connection there somewhere. I don't know. Just, it could be a first name, middle name, initial. It could be a last name. It could also be the name, initial of someone who's crossed over, because that keeps coming through. I don't know what that's about, but let's keep going. We have a bird who's quiet, who's silent. Now, let me see something here with this bird. Do we have the same image on both sides? Okay, perfect. Okay. But the bird was looking at the past or recent past. So there may be something here of something not being discussed openly. There could be something here connected to Erica not feeling comfortable about talking about something, or you may feel here that Erica may not be opening up here about something or towards something. Okay? Because we have here a mask, a masquerade, right? Masks, things that we hide, feelings that we hide. And there may be feelings here that are being held back or not being discussed, because they have the bird here. The bird is not moving. So there could be some type of feeling of stagnation in regards to a conversation or in regards to something here. So we're going to, of course, uncover that. We have here the starfish, and the starfish is about regeneration. It's about mending, fixing, or repairing. So there may be some type of energy here. What Erica may be feeling in this connection, and having a conversation here about why is she perhaps not sharing all that she feels, or something that she may be a little bit tight-lipped about for whatever reason. Okay. So the starfish here is someone who may potentially here with time mend, fix, or heal that area of kind of like being mysterious about something. And it might not be like intentional. It just may be this person could be a little bit of an introvert also, which I'm picking up here. Okay. There may be a lack of confidence here in something. Okay. Oh, it's so funny because I'm getting here like this person could be super duper confident in something. There could be some areas of this person's life that they are super confident in, but then when it comes to emotions and feelings, vulnerability may be difficult. Leo is here along with the, it's funny because I'm getting a fire sign and an earth sign. So there may be something very much connected here to Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, as well as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So it could be this person's sun, moon, rising, Venus. It could also be other placements on their astrological or on her astrological natal chart or on yours. I'm getting here, especially with this crown, I'm getting like this Hierophant energy. Again, Hierophant is about commitment. It's about trajectory. It's about someone who is very much knowledgeable, okay, and is able to teach others, mentor others, help other people. Remember, the Hierophant is like a priest, so to speak, right? It could also be talking about here her ability to notice that if there is some potentiality here of moving forward in a connection with you, that she needs to open up, especially here with this mask and this bird. She has to open up or fix this here about being able to share something that may be painful, may be difficult to share. I'm getting here with the that thing that you steer a ship with here. It's funny because I'm hearing coasting here. So things may be coasting, and it's time to kind of solidify something here. And when I mean solidify, it's like gain more clarity about where this may be going or heading, especially with the caboose here of the train, because both of these images here, both these charms are about movement. One is a ship and the other one is a train. So it's about movement. It's about things moving along. And there may be some areas here that need to be spoken about, mended, fixed, repaired, reconciled, brought to light, because Leo is ruled by the sun. So something here needs to be on the spotlight in order for this connection to move either into a higher level of commitment or to move along in some way, shape, or form. Let's see what else is coming through here. I think Leo says generous in the back. Yeah. You know, I feel here that someone really, like, I don't know if it's you with Erica or Erica towards you, but there's something here of this energy of generosity. Like someone is acknowledging here that they really truly feel like there is a sense of generosity and giving. It may be a whole different love language than the other person, you know, but there is definitely here this energy of, I feel the generosity or I feel the love language of the other person. Again, it may be different, right? There are 5 love languages. You know, you may show it to each other in a different way. But I do feel that it is here. So we need to mention it. All right, let's jump into the reading. Let's see how this unfolds. Okay, Kaiser. And let's see what's coming through. Actually, I'm going to start with, okay, let's start with this one. Let's see what unfolds here in this reading. What did you write? I think that's me because I've been. Oh, okay. So there you go. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So it could be either one, the energy. But yeah, that makes sense. I think it's me because I've been more sharing on how I feel and I give her gifts time and time. I'm pretty open with how I feel, but I feel she's more closed off and telling me what she wants. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Yay, validation, confirmation. That's exactly what I'm feeling here. Like, I feel like this is her energy. You see what I'm saying? This is her energy. Is there anything here connected to the G or the J or a name, even if it's someone who's crossed over on your end of the family? I don't know about hers, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe she has shared something like that. Because I keep picking this up. This energy here just doesn't, it's not, it's like, mention it again, mention it again, mention it again. Let's see. What did you write? I'm telling you, I have someone here who's crossed over. Oh, there you go. Not that I know of on her end, but I lost an uncle last year named Jesus. Bingo. And it's funny because Jesus is spelled Jesus, but when you say Jesus, you do hear the letter G. Okay? Well, I'm just letting you know there's someone here who's crossed over, and I feel that it may be your uncle, especially if you were very close to your uncle. Your uncle, okay, this now is turning into a mediumship reading, Kaiser. Your uncle I'm going to give your uncle an opportunity to come through after the reading, but he's coming through. I'm telling you, because he's not leaving me alone. Okay. So, all right. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. Let me just give you information here about Erica. Okay. Sorry. I had to bring it up because I'm also a medium. And so, you know, there are times that people who have crossed over, they're like, this is their opportunity to come through, and they really want to come through, at least to say hi or something, you know? All right. What does Erica truly want from Kaiser in this connection? All right. What does... All right. Reciprocal lines, navigating boundaries with grace, mastering the art of give and take in harmony. Okay. So we have this card. It is in reverse. I'm going to show you the picture. It is the scales of justice, but it's in reverse. And there is something here that is not reciprocal. I mentioned that at the top of the reading here with the mask and the bird here. Okay. Something here does not feel reciprocal, but, okay, there's something about getting used to this energy, being taken care of. How can I say? Okay. Let me wait, hold on. Before I even go there, let me see something here in regards to Erica's last connection. This could be very much connected to Erica's last connection. May not have anything to do with you, but you're feeling the effects of it. So give me a second. Give me information here about Erica's past or recent past connection. There may be something there that may be popping up here. It may not have to do with you. But that's why I want to kind of see what's coming through. Let's see. Erica's past connection. Yeah, there you go. And it's funny because this is talking about boundaries. All right. In Erica's potential, listen carefully. And this is something that you may want to discuss with her. Erica may have been in a connection in the past or recent past that really there were no healthy boundaries here. There may have been levels of disrespect, levels of deception. Okay. There may have been here a connection that may have been like either super possessive, jealous, obsessive. This person, Erica, may have had a connection where someone was like really, it was not a healthy connection. Okay. And although this may have nothing to do with you, it may impact how Erica behaves, how she moves in this connection with you. Because if she came from a connection where there weren't healthy boundaries, where the person was jealous, where the person was obsessive, where the person may have, used her vulnerability against her, then it is difficult for this person to be open in the way that you are open to her. And this makes sense because I said that there are things here on Erica's side that needs to be repaired, mended, and fixed. Okay, with that starfish. Something is gonna, like this connection between you and Erica is feeling very much, and I'm not saying that she's the only one that's going to benefit from this, okay? But it's coming through. Like there are some wounds here that she is going to have to face and heal through this connection with you. And that's, I feel here, why this Hierophant energy that I was feeling with this crown is coming through. There are things that she may have healed on her own, but there may be a lot of things here where she can only heal in a connection. And it so happens, Kaiser, that you are the person that is in a connection with her. And the fact that you, and I'm not saying that you are the only one that should, like you're the teacher here, or that you should take this project upon yourself. I'm not saying that, okay? But what I am saying is that when we get into connections, there's a reason why we attract that person into our field. And it is a give and take. You learn from them, they learn from you. We just learn different lessons in different ways. And I feel that one of the lessons here in regards to Erica is that she needs to learn to heal this once and for all, because the time has come where she has to step up. Even if she doesn't want to deal with this, talk about this, she may still be afraid to really show herself truly, because there was like, it's coming out like it was a really difficult connection that she may have had in the past or recent past. I don't know if she's mentioned that to you. I don't know if she hasn't discussed it. It could have been very emotionally, physically, energetically, mentally draining and toxic. And it's kept her like in this shell, is how this feels, whether it was a breakup, separation, or divorce. And it's as if in this connection, and of course, I'm going to go back to your question, which is, what does she truly feel about you? Is that in this connection, she's going to have to face that if she wants this connection to move forward with the caboose and the steering thing. It's one of those things where the time has come where she needs to talk about this or share, give you a glimpse of why she hasn't felt comfortable in sharing her vulnerabilities with you. Separation, you see what just jumped out of the deck? And this is, I'm shuffling this card for this. There's a sense of sadness here. There's something she went through, and she went through really big time. All right? Whether it was a separation, breakup, or divorce, like I said, that's what's coming through. Okay? And that has made her very uncertain about herself. It has highlighted within herself. It has made her feel, it has really triggered her self-worth issues, is how this is coming across. Okay? So this obsessive, jealous energy that I'm getting with someone that she may have had in the past or recent past has impacted her. And this person could have been very like verbally abusive, maybe even physical, maybe emotionally abusive, verbally abusive. Because that obsession or that jealousy that I'm feeling here, like someone who really just violated her boundaries in some way, shape, or form, and in a way was being aggressively dominant in regards to her. Okay, so this is a person that's coming through that could have had a short fuse. They could have been like, she could have been feeling like she had to like walk around like with eggshells, you know what I mean? Like they say, like you feel like you're walking on eggshells in regards to this person. But this here has made an imprint on her. Okay? It has made her doubt her, like okay, like in her head, her perception, okay? in her perception, it's like that there could actually be a good, generous, loving, healthy relationship out there for her. Because this person, whatever they did or they said, they got into her head. And it may have kind of, in a way, amplified her self-worth issues. So maybe she had self-worth issues from before. Maybe she has her own sense of insecurities or inadequacy. And this ex or exes may have amplified that energy here connected to her. You see that? And so, although this has nothing to do with you, and it shouldn't, like this should have been healed before coming into connection with you. But, we all see this differently, right? We all go through, our own journey in different ways. But it's coming through that this has nothing to do with you. You're just feeling the impact. And so with time, it'd be a really good idea for you to, it's going to take time for her to feel like she can trust and she can open up. But I wouldn't be surprised if these details of the things here were really messed up. And so it has created the sense where boundaries is difficult for her to understand what a healthy boundary looks like because of her experience or experiences with past connections, and maybe here even connections here having to do with family also. So there's like more than one thing that I'm picking up in regards to why she may be the way she is. And again, I'm not making up excuses. I'm just giving light to the situation here. Because with Leo, like I said, Leo is ruled by the sun. So this is something that needs to come out in the open in order for her to understand that you're feeling this, and it's really creating the sense here of like something isn't moving along as you would like from her end, and it's connected to this. Okay, so let's continue to unfold, but wanted to give you, let me see what you wrote here. You wrote, of course, thank you again. Yeah, she told me she had a bad relationship during her high school years, but never went into details about, and she told me that the guy was super obsessive. There you go. There you go. I'm telling you. But don't know if it was really her or the ex. Okay. Well, there's something there. That is coming through as one of the things here. Now, let's get back into you and her and energy with you. All right. Now that we kind of can see where this is stemming from, because that's where that mask is coming from. So let me move it over here. This mask is coming from here. What this person isn't talking about. What she isn't talking about. And the part of her that needs to heal that in order to move this connection forward. Okay? So the crown here, I'm putting it here. Because there's this sense here of, again, it says reciprocal lines, navigate boundaries with grace, mastering the art of give and take in harmony. All right. So in regards to what Erica truly wants from you in this connection is that she does want this give and take. She does want to experience a healthy relationship. She may not know how to act or react in it, but I feel that this is what it is that she truly wants. She truly wants that sense of partnership, that sense of connection. Okay. What does Erica want in this connection with Kaiser? Actually, let me go over here first. So we're going to unravel now this. But there was like a storyline here that needed to be shed. Like the light needed to be shed. What does Erica want in this connection with Kaiser? What does she want? Open. What did I just say? Yep. What does she want to do? She wants to open the key, positive card, a new beginning. Because the experience that she had in the past or recent past with the grave wasn't a very pleasant one. She sees that there are things that you do, Kaiser, that are very different than connections that she has had in the past or recent past. But here's the thing. She's kind of like, is this just because, is the beginning stages of this connection? Or is this, this beautiful experience gonna last long term? Or is it gonna turn out like my last connection that I had a breakup, separation, or divorce from? Okay. So she truly intends here. There is this energy here that I'm looking at your, what does Erica truly want from me? She wants to open up a new beginning. She wants this connection to be very different than the connection that she had in the past or recent past. She may also not want to say anything because she doesn't want you to kind of like, how like sometimes you got to be careful that you don't tell people too much information because then they'll, act like they are not that thing that they're talking about. So she wants to see how this flows naturally here. She wants to see how this unfolds naturally. Is this something that, is this generosity, kindness, and unconditional love? Is it here to stay or is it just momentary? So again, there may be that type of energy here in that connection, in connection to that. Give me more information here. What does Erica truly want from Kaiser and this connection? What does she truly want? This popped up. Someone going out of your life or the end. Okay, there may be here, again, another casket. Here they have grave. She may have fears of abandonment. There may be fears of abandonment here. Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. She's afraid that once she opens up and she's head over heels in love and that this is it, that there may be here some type of breakup, separation, or divorce, and then she's left hanging with a broken heart. And what's interesting is that this is counterintuitive because the more that you worry, not you, but the more she worries about this, the more it could end up being that way because that's what she keeps focusing on. That may be one of her biggest fears. That finally now when she's met someone that she feels like there is a potentially good opportunity here for a commitment, like the Hierophant, right? That there is a sense of generosity and there's the sense of like give and take here, right? That when she opens up, that she may be, left hanging. And again, I'm feeling that this is counterintuitive. You see what I'm saying? So I do feel that genuinely, emotion wise, she really likes you. She wants to have a connection with you. Rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. She may be coming to an awareness soon that things need to shift on her side in order for her to be more open. Because there's an aware, like she knows. I don't know if you had a conversation with her, but there's something here about her having an inner knowing that a lot of how this connection may move forward has a lot to do with her opening up. If that conversation hasn't been had, I know it is confusing. I agree. I just read that. I said it's confusing. I feel she does want to have a connection with you. Like I said, she wants to open up a new beginning. She wants to navigate a connection where there is an equal give and take. So I have that. So she does want that. It's just how she's going about it is counterintuitive. Instead of kind of like saying, listen, this is what I want. I do want a healthy connection. I do want to explore, instead of her being more communicative in that sense, it's like she's not. So it's like she's giving mixed signals here, but I'm seeing someone who really wants to have a connection that is a brand new, very different than what she had in the past or recent past. Now, listen, everyone has their own timing on things, and I get that. But sometimes we need to be very clear and say, listen, you need to open up. This is what I feel. What do you want? Like, literally be like straightforward, because, you're investing time, energy, and emotions here. So let's see what else is coming through. Give me more here in regards to what does Erica truly feel about Kaiser? Hold on a second. What does Erica truly feel about Kaiser? Give me more. I feel someone who, she likes you. How does Erica feel about Kaiser? You see? I told you, she has feelings for you. She really does like you. It says true love. She really does have feelings for you. I said that with the key and the child. She may be coming closer to being a little bit more open. You might need to have another conversation. By the way, there's something here about rainbows. Got rainbow here and a rainbow here. There may be an alignment coming up. You may need to have a conversation about that. Like, if you want this to progress, I need you to open up. True love. Yeah. Look, chemistry. Yeah. She needs a shoulder she needs to feel safe. Bingo. How does she feel about you? She truly likes you. She may be falling for you if she's not already. Okay. There's chemistry. There's mutual attraction. She likes you. There's emotions and feelings here for you. So there you go. What she may truly want, aside from the fact that she's completely very much into you, is someone who can be supportive through this process of her allowing herself to be more vulnerable. So maybe a question that could be, aside from the fact, the obvious question is, listen, what's your, why are we dating? Like, what's your end goal here in us, in this connection? You're going to have to be straightforward and ask that question to see where she's at, right? Making sure that both of you are on the same page. After having that conversation, and if she says, like, you could just literally ask, what is your intention in this connection that we're developing? What is your intention in this, friendship, partnership, connection, companionship, however you want to word it? What is your intention? What would you like? In an ideal world, where do you see our connection moving towards? That's a very important conversation to have. And you're going to have to approach it in that way, because once she tells you, that's going to give you an indication, right? She's going to have to open up, because I do see that she has emotions and feelings, and there is here some chemistry towards you. Now, the next question will be, well, what can I do so that you feel more comfortable or supportive in this connection. And then you can also say the same thing to her. This is my intention. This is where I want to go in this connection as it is unfolding. These are my intentions, my expectations. And the reason why we're having this conversation, I don't want to pressure you, but I do need to know a straight answer because my feelings for you are growing. Or I want to make sure what your feelings are, right? And so these are my expectations, these are my intentions, and these are the things that I would need in order for us to continue in this connection so I feel supported. So both of you are having that very open communication so that there isn't this kind of like, I don't know. Because if I don't know is here, it's because the conversation hasn't been had. And if it has been had, details haven't emerged. And we understand why that may be the case. Okay. There may also be here a fear of abandonment also. That has nothing to do maybe perhaps of the connection, but it may have to do or stem with something in regards to her family. So that's how this is coming through. Okay. Let me give you 2 more decks and let's see what else is coming through. What does Erica truly want from Kaiser in this connection? What does Erica truly want? So she wants true love. She wants mutual chemistry. She wants mutual support, right? Let's get you more. Give me clarity on true love. Give me clarity on true love. Okay, after this deck, I'm going to give you some advice and then I'll see. What did I say? There's chemistry here. It came up with 2 different decks. Same thing, chemistry, true love, chemistry. What does she truly want? There's a strong enough magnetic attraction here. So she wants to see how will this progress. Okay. Give me more about chemistry. What does Erica truly want from Kaiser and this connection? Yeah, there are feelings here. It's just what is the intention and where you guys want to take this. And it's going to require her to be honest and open. And that's something that you're going to have a conversation about. Freedom, healthy space and room to breathe. Yeah. Feeling like she's not being pressured, but also, which is why I said, there needs to be this sense of like, and I feel this freedom comes from this obsessive situation from the past or recent past. So making sure that that is discussed. Like, listen, there's chemistry here. I'm interested in you. What are your feelings about me? How can we work on having a healthy boundary here where you don't feel like I'm being obsessive or vice versa? That is super important. And this is very much connected to the past or recent past to her. So there you go. What else? What does Erica truly want from Kaiser? Freedom may be talking about healthy boundaries. Remember, that came up here. Reciprocal lines. Let me bring it again. Reciprocal lines. She wants navigating boundaries with grace. See? The freedom. Navigating boundaries with grace, mastering the art of give and take in harmony. See? There's something about this boundary, how to create a healthy relationship here. Give me more about forgiveness. What does Erica truly want from Kaiser in this connection? Yeah. And she realizes that there are differences here. Like your personality is maybe different than her personality. And there's a sense here of being supportive and understanding her differences and her understanding your differences. Like I said, there's this energy here of feeling like if she says something or she does something, that there may be an abandonment here connected to it. So that could be a conversation that needs to be had. How can I show you the support that you need? And this is what I also need for you to show me in order to feel supportive in this connection. So it's mutual. Okay. So we're doing this in a healthy, harmonious way, not doing this in a time where there's a huge argument. Doing this or having this conversation when it is in a safe, nurturing environment, maybe here even in an environment where the romance is like a very special date or something very different or very romantic, where she's able to feel safe, okay, and have these conversations. But yeah, as far as what she wants with you, it's looking like she wants a healthy relationship. She wants to be in this connection. There are feelings here for you, and she truly just wants, I feel a sense of unfolding here. Yeah, see? Tender love and care. Yeah, she wants to feel safe in a connection. She wants a safe, healthy connection. A connection that she doesn't have to feel what she may have felt in that past or recent past that may have amplified her insecurity or her inadequacies. Someone who's not jealous, someone who's not obsessive, someone who's not going to have a short temper, someone who has that tenderness and compassion that you have. So yeah, an 8 is the number of infinity. So this is something that she's looking for in general. All right. Let's give you 2 last decks here. All right. So listen, who knows? Maybe this question is for her, but this question could be for you too. Like, this is a mutual thing. It's not just her, it's both of you. You have here, look, 1313, starting fresh. Starting fresh says here, step out of your comfort zone. And this goes both for her and for you, because remember, this card right here is the advice for you. So it says, starting fresh, step out of your comfort zone and begin creating something meaningful. Your skills and talents are aligned to bring you auspicious rewards. Build your confidence. There you go, because Leo is all about confidence. Leo, the sun rules Leo. It's all about confidence and going out there and taking a leap. Yep. Your skills and talents are aligned to bring you auspicious rewards. Build your confidence and trust in your decisions as you embark to a new beginning. Okay, so both of you may be heading to a new beginning. Of course, there's a new year coming down the pipeline. Okay, so it's funny because I'm seeing this as like December 31st. Okay. This needs to be talked about and resolved before the end of this year in order for you to start a brand new year, calendar year, a brand new calendar year, January 1st, 2026. So this conversation here and this kind of like in-depth heart-to-heart needs to be or should be occurring before December 31st. Okay? If you want to see this flourish, both of you, look at that. Abundance awaits. There's so much love and chemistry here, there's so much love and chemistry. You have true love. She has true love. She has chemistry. She has chemistry again. She has community, which is, TLC. There's this rainbow here. The most difficult part of the situation is over. And guess what? This year ends December 31st. So there you go. Okay. Last but not least, it says abundant awaits. The belief in your heart will determine your arrival. of abundance. The universe's richness is already prepared for you. All you need is to believe you're worthy. Okay, so there may be self-worth issues on both sides, her end and yours. And fully open your heart to receive. Breathe deeply and let go of fear and welcome the endless abundance that's yours. There you go. Okay, there you go. Validation confirmation. Now listen, I made a promise and I keep my promises. So let me do this very quickly here, because I'm getting here that your uncle, I feel it has to do more with your uncle than anything else. So let me give you a little quick. All right, so let's see. All right. All right, let me put these back. And then I'm going to give you a quick extra 5 minutes. Very quickly here. Because your uncle came through. So I don't want anyone waking me up in the middle of the night being like, I wanted to talk to my nephew and you didn't allow it. So what's going on, you know? All right, so here we go. Let me take out the black tourmaline now. And then we're going to jump into this very quickly. So all right, Kaiser, here we go. Very quickly, let's see. Jesus. Okay, you're just giving me these three. All right, there we go. So the three charms that are coming through, I have the letter W. There may be something here connected to the letter W. I don't know if your uncle had a partner, but if that's so, I'm getting widow. I'm also hearing the name Wilson. I don't know Wilson, Willie, William, Wilhelmina. And this could also be the letter M as well. So it could go either way. But I am getting strong W here. So there's this sense of a connection here with the letter W. I don't know if your uncle may have had a child or children, or there's this energy here talking about like childhood. There may be a very important childhood memory here that either you may have or that he's bringing up, whether it's that this person had a child or, children. Okay. So I'm getting that very strongly here with this beautiful little horse. Okay. Because I'm getting here child or childhood. And this may be very much, maybe, I don't know, maybe this was your favorite uncle. Maybe you guys had a lot of memories together, but that's coming through. What's also coming through with Jesus is this Taurus, charm. Taurus is about the earth signs. So there's something here in a connection. Maybe he passed during Taurus season, Virgo season, or Capricorn season. And you can take a look at the exact dates of those, but there may be here a connection to that, or there may be a connection to maybe a child or someone here that was born within those that astrological natal chart. Trustworthy. This may also be very much connected to someone in the family that Jesus was very close with in regards to the letter W or the letter M. Okay? There's something here about being able to keep secrets or being able to have deep conversations with Jesus or Jesus with someone else here that they've known for a very long time. Okay? And let me see what else is coming through in regards to Jesus. If any of this makes sense, just give me some validation confirmation, because I just want to make sure here that we have the right person. But it's coming, all this is what's coming through though. Let's see. I'm getting something having to do with a family gathering. Okay. So there may have been a family gathering recently, or there may be like someone's birthday, someone's celebration, some party, something connected here to an important event coming up, or an important event that already happened. And someone may have mentioned him in this gathering, or this could be coming up. This could be like a family gathering, holiday celebration that's coming up, and someone is like mentioning him or thinking about him, even saying like, if Jesus was here, things wouldn't seem so difficult, or maybe he would bring clarity or good advice or something. There may have been some choices here that were a little bit questionable at some point. He may have been so this could go either way. So I'm getting either he may have had some questionable choices that he may have made here in his lifetime, or he's the person that people would come to when they needed advice or they needed to talk about something. Because he's giving me here this energy where, like, sometimes either, there was a period of time where I kind of like lost my way, or like, either he had a heart-to-heart conversation with someone, or someone had a heart-to-heart conversation here with him in regards to this, like, feeling lost in something. I have the number 22 here, so 22. 2 is also connected to February, and 2 plus 2 is connected to the number 4, which I'm connecting it to March. So February and March may be important dates here in some way, shape, or form. So I'm just giving you the information, and then, of course, this could be him saying hi to someone specific or in connection to you. Let's see. Give me more. All right. Last but not least. Ooh, okay. That may be like, don't take that one. Okay. So we have Moon. Yeah, I feel here it's coming through again. Someone here has spoken about him lately, or will be talking about him in a family gathering, or when two people are together. There's this sense of talking about him, recognizing him. This could even be, listen carefully, this could even be someone having had a dream with him. Him coming through in someone's dream. So just keep all these, little tidbits, write them down, listen to them again, because they may be valuable nuggets at a later point in time. If none of this makes sense now, it may make sense later. Give me more on the stars. Shut. Even if he is physically at a distance, he's not spiritually distant. He's not energetically distant. There's this energy that's coming through, like, no matter how far he may be, he's still close. It could be very close to this child or person with a W here. Give me one last one here in regards to crossroads. Well, it's someone here. I'm just gonna channel the messages. If it was your uncle, there's someone here with a G and J, look at that. Someone who was very loyal, either you were very close to them or they were very close. You see, and it's a gentleman. It's a male. It's a male figure. It's a male figure. So there's a male. I wonder what this is. Hold on, because this is the one that flipped over before. I mean, that popped out. Yeah, and it's family. Look at that. The tree, family tree. This is a family member here. Whether it's him or whether it's someone else, but it's the person is male. It is from your family who passed or crossed over, or a family friend. It could be that too. But I'm getting family. Someone has been talking about them. There's something here about a group of people recognizing something, talking about him maybe even coming out in someone's dreams. So listen to that. Even though this person is far, like obviously not in the physical realm, they are very close, and they're very close to either a member of the family or they're still close to family members here in general. So whomever this is, it is someone who was a male and was someone who was dependable. There may be even here something about a dog also. Maybe this person was a pet owner. Okay? Maybe they were a pet owner. Maybe there's something here connected to the pet, or maybe a pet having this person's name. Even there, listen, there is this energy here of maybe even, especially if there's a pet or somebody owns a pet, like the pet knowing or recognizing when this person's energy is in the room. So if you hear any family member kind of talking about that, like, oh my God, my dog is like, or my cat or whatever is acting weird. But this is someone definitely close. This is family, because I'm getting the family tree. Kaiser, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for your chat, your super chat. Take care, intuitive friends. We have closed this reading for today. If you want to be part of this in the future, don't forget to just subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, and take a look at the content. There's lots there for you to choose from. And don't forget to drop a rose when you watch any of the content. That lets me know that you are really interested in that content so that I can give you more. All right, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.